see you. We're going to chat with her. We're going to play a game. We're going to give away a CD. Don't go it!
I don't think I need a drag queen to define normal behavior. But I will say this, the look is flawless. Whatever. Ooh, working the attitude. Okay, you're good.
I've had a lot of practice.
Hey, hey, hey. You're not that great, Mr. Sister. All right? I do better Cher than you.
You think so?
Actually, it's... You think so? Ho!
Are you kidding me with this?
So funny. I loved it.
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
I've never seen it.
Cher told me during the clip that you never saw that clip? How is that possible?
Because Sean asked me to do the show.
Right.
And I did the show.
Yeah.
And
that was that. Everybody else in America has it on TiVo, except for you.
No, I never saw it.
It was so funny.
Well, he's so hysterical.
Isn't he? He's like a comic genius, that guy.
I know. And when you're around him, he just never stops. He just never stops making you laugh.
And was it hard for you not to laugh during the scene?
It was impossible because he was also saying little things in between each thing, you know.
Right.
So, and I'm trying to like be Cher, you know, and he's going off.
Exactly. It's a fun show to do, though. What people don't know is what they do for Sean and the other actors is they change the jokes.
Yeah.
During the filming, they'll do it one way, and then they'll go, okay, stop, and they'll tell them all different lines, and then they do the whole scene with different lines. And let me tell you, for me, I was panicked. I did an episode.
You did?
I was panicked. They came in, they go, we're going to switch your whole thing. Do this. I went, wait, rehearsal. What about rehearsal? No rehearsal.
Well, no, you got to do it by the seat of your pants.
Now, did you know Sean before the show, or he just called you up?
Yeah, no, he and I knew each other because I'd never seen the show.
No, you don't really watch a lot of TV.
No, I don't. And he just said, come on, we're going to have a great time, and you'll just do it. And I'll tell you what we're going to do when you get there. And I said, okay, fine. He said, it's not much. He said, you just go on and be Cher. And I went, oh, well, okay. I can do that.
And that was that.
Right, that was that.
All a day's work. So do you like the new blonde hair?
Well, you know, it's fun. I mean, yeah. And I find that blondes, I mean, I'm not blonde. I still have black hair.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's not dyed?
No, no.
It's a wig?
It's a wig.
How come your wigs look real?
Because I have the most amazing wig maker. She started on the Sonny and Cher show.
Yeah, but how come it's a little darker by the roots? She's a genius.
Because that's what makes it.
But you're not supposed to say it's a wig. You're supposed to lie and say peroxide, Rosie. It's hell on my scalp.
No, because what would that do?
I know. But it's all wigs, and she must be very good.
Yeah, because that's why I can keep my hair.
Yeah. Do you think blondes people react differently with you as a blonde or not?
Absolutely.
Really?
They give you, I mean, first of all, they're so much sweeter.
Yeah.
You know, and they give you directions more slowly.
Right, right. That's nice.
Right.
That's helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you walk into a room, no matter if you were like a dog, you know, the blonde hair, all the men turn around just like, you know, oh, what's it going to be, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And they don't do that with the brown hair.
No.
No.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, they go, oh, that's another one.
Yeah.
With the blonde, they're like, maybe? Oh,
right.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah. You look more like you'd be a fun girl.
A fun girl. Yeah. Little do they know.
Right.
Exactly. Now, that is a beautiful song. And did that come about after the September 11th? Because it's so relevant.
No. We did that song in, I guess it was around June. And it was my favorite song because it was kind of, it sounded really U2 to me, you know, and I love them. So I thought, well, this is really cool, you know. I've got this kind of U2 song. And it was my favorite song. And then, when I was singing it, I was thinking, you know, like, when heroes fall in love in war, I'm thinking, you know, casualty, you know, when you're a casualty of love. And, you know, and it wasn't so much that the verses were meaning to me, but the choruses were very, you know, I could really get into them. And then I was playing it after September 11th, and I thought, whoa, this is kind of freaky because it's taken on a whole new meaning for me. You know, I was like just sitting and listening to it, just playing the album, and that's why we thought to come to New York.
Yeah, and you know, the video is beautiful, how all those landmark buildings here being built. And instead of falling down, which is something we all have seen too much of, really. We saw them being rising, and it was very emotional first time I saw it.
No, I mean, the guys from Industrial Light and Magic did it, you know, and when they came up with the concept, I just, you know, it was so exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't really know I wanted to do it. You know, they came up with something that was like, oh, and I thought, oh, this is the perfect thing. And when we were walking down the cobblestone streets with the people from, you know, the 1800s and then 19, and then, I mean, it was great. It was like, it was so emotional.
Yeah. Were you here that day in September? Were you in?
No, I was in L.A., you know.
Yeah.
I was being sued. I was in L.A.
Who's suing you?
Some idiot guy that...
Yeah, what did he do? What does he think you did? What does he say?
Well, he actually didn't work for me, but the people that he worked with that were building my house,
yeah,
they didn't have any money.
Right.
So he sued me.
So he sued you?
Yeah. I was there for 2 weeks, and I just sat there where this guy trashed me, and he had like all the tabloids sitting there, you know. And then, I mean, I won because the truth is, I mean, I couldn't have picked this guy out of 5,000 people. I mean, I'd seen him a couple of times and like, hi, how you doing? And I would rather walk naked through the gates of hell than give this guy a penny.
No, I couldn't say that because that would totally be perjury because I'm never naked anywhere. You know, even in the shower, I put my hand out, get the towel before the mirror because I don't think anybody needs to see that, including me. It's just, I don't like the whole nude thing, you know. Were you ever nude in a movie? You weren't.
No.
Would you be?
Not now, but I probably would have been then.
Yeah.
I mean, I was almost, you know, there was, you know, at different times I showed everything.
Yeah, you're right. But if you look like you can, you know.
And also, I mean, now girls are doing it. No one even thinks a thing.
It's true. Did you see the Grammys the other night? People are like practically naked. It's not even in the news anymore. Remember Jennifer Lopez came with a handkerchief on one year or something?
Yes, yeah.
And it was big news. This year, people are nude. Nobody cares.
I did that handkerchief number. I did that before.
You did, yeah. I remember all your Bob Nackies. Come on. What's the best Cher line ever? Do you know what I'm thinking?
No.
The best Cher line ever. Academy Awards. You can see I got my booklet on how to dress like a serious actress.
Yes, I did.
That was big, with the big headdress and the Bob Mackie.
I said to my boyfriend, I said, because he hadn't seen the outfit, I said, now, Joshua, are you going to be okay to go with me to the Academy Awards no matter what I wear? And he said, sweetheart, no matter what you wear, I am going to be so proud, blah, 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 blah. I walked into the living room, and he just about fainted.
Really? Yeah. He did, yeah.
He grabbed his heart, you know? It was like one of those. But, I mean, we got there, and his father said, oh, you just kill me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, his father was directing it, and so he said, you know, Cher, you just go.
And what you said to me at the commercial, what would you tell people to do in their life if you have one?
All right, if somebody, I mean, if anybody said to me, do you have any word of wisdom? One word, and I would say, do everything you can do while you're young. Don't wait. Do all the things you want to do.
Right. You know? No regrets.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? You're going to have regrets if you do nothing.
Right.
You know, you're going to have regrets if you do nothing. But regrets, you know, and I mean, people, you have to live with the things that you've done wrong, and you have to be sorry and genuinely sorry, but you also have got to cut yourself some slack because we're human. We're going to make mistakes.
Exactly.
So
you do the best you can.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Well, listen, we're going to play a game with you in order to win this for the audience.
Okay.
It's called All About You.
Okay.
I have questions about you, and you have to answer them.
Okay.
You think
Will I know the answer?
Well, you think it's going to be easy, but we called some of your family. So, it'll be interesting after the break with Cher. Living Proof is the CD.
There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
So sweet. He's a lovely man. It's Michael Stipe from REM. And when was that? What event was that?
It was at the new theater that they're going to have the Academy Awards at. What do they call it?
That's right. That big, the Kodak Theater.
Yeah, the Kodak. And when it was this a thing for Bono, you know, it was the Heart Association, they were honoring him. And when I got there, Michael said, Cher, come backstage. I went, okay, fine. And I didn't know why, but okay, I'll go. And I go back, and they're all with their guitars. And he said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sing I Got You, Babe. And I went, no, 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 what do you mean? I said, I've never done this before. And then he told me this story. And he said, I know you'll do it after I tell you this story. So he said once Bono walked into an elevator. He said there was a guy there, you know, with his head down. He said, and Bono had his head down. He said because guys don't look at each other in elevators, you know.
Right.
And so then the elevator opened up, and the guy walks out, and he turns around and says, and you know what? It's Bono, and it was sunny. So I said, okay, you know, that's good enough for me. I'll do it. And I said, and there's one Bono in the house already. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. And you had never sung it with anyone besides
No,
Sonny.
it was the first time.
That's wonderful.
But Michael is such a sweet guy that I wasn't really nervous, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, that's been it's quite a journey that, you know, everybody, it's so funny when someone who's such a public relationship that you and he had. And I find, too, every time I see you now, I think, oh, that he's gone. And it's hard to realize that. It must be hard in real life, too.
I don't think about it much, but every once in a while I have a dream. And Chas and I were talking the other day, and I said, I had this really strange dream about your dad. And she said, I had this really strange dream about Dad, too. So he kind of comes in and out, you know?
Right. When does our book come out? Chastity has a new book?
I don't know. It's coming out sometime this year, and I just read it, and I think it's, I mean, and not as a mother, but as an artist, you know?
Yeah.
I just thought it was really great.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for that. Hopefully she'll come on when that comes out. Okay, here's the deal. Living proof for the whole audience, whether or not you get any right. You got to get 3 questions right. Okay. All right. That one's boring. Okay, that's a little boring, too. When you were in Amsterdam, this is good. This is your sister. You gave a doorman a breath mint. What did he think you were giving him?
Acid.
That's right, LSD! Come on! And what did he say? Is this a hit, man?
No. Actually, we were actually in a club, and he was there, and he kept coming by and taking it, and he said, "Can I have one?" I said, "Sure." And he took 3, and he came back and he went, "When is this acid going to work?" And I went, "It's a mint.
It's a tic-tac.
Right.
All you get is a bang."
Right.
All right, in Catholic school, you said one of your nuns looked like Joe E. Brown.
Yes.
How were you punished for saying this?
Well, first of all, I had to walk across the lawn saying the rosary. On my knees.
Exactly right. How old were you?
I was 11.
11 years old. What was the nun's name?
Sister Mary Benedetta.
Were you a bad student? I think you were.
Well, in Catholic school, no. In Catholic school, I was kind of a little bit of trouble because every Friday our priest would come and I would raise my hand and he would go, "Oh, what is it, Pinky? What is it?"
Yeah.
And because I went to Catholic school and I had shorts and jeans and one pink dress. I didn't know there was no shorts and other stuff, so one pink dress with spaghetti stains, and you know, and so I was Pinky for the rest of the time.
You were Pinky?
Yeah.
And what kind of questions would you ask?
Father, you know, how can it be that if you're a baby and you die, you have to go someplace and you just don't go straight to heaven? And Father, I mean, I had millions of questions, and he would look at me and just go, "Oi." Well, it wouldn't go "oi," but whatever the Irish equivalent is.
Instead of "Oy vey," it would be "Pass me a Michelob," or something like that. I don't know. All right, here you go. You were the
I've gotten 2 right.
You got 2 right. This one right, and they win. Let me see if this question's better. Oh, yeah, well, I don't want you to say that. We'll have to beep it. Okay. Once you were the house guest of Bernie Kornfeld, I don't even know who that is, in London.
Yes.
You were naked.
Yes.
And you needed an object to hide behind. And what did he give you?
He gave me a washcloth.
Washcloth! Exactly right, Cher! Who's Bernie Kornfeld?
Bernie Kornfeld did a huge swindle. He's like the Michael Milken of the 60s or 70s. He did this huge swindle. He swindled all these women and people out of, he was an insurance scammer.
Oh, no kidding. Why were you at his house?
Well, it's not a really long story, but we were at this place, and it was so teeny that the 3 of us, if one stood up, one had to sit down. So we were going to go to the Playboy Club, and so we couldn't get in, and I said, "Well, you know what, I bet if I called Hugh Hefner and he called you, we could get in." When they said, well, and I called Hugh, and Hef. And so I called him, and they said, "Okay, come right over." So we got our bags, the thing, and we had a thing for our bags, a taxi for our bags, and a taxi for us. We got there, they opened a suite, and some Arab guys had a huge party, and there was like chicken bones and chicken wings and girly underpants and all that. They closed the thing. So I called back to my friend, and he said, "Look, you can go to our friend, Bernie Kornfeld." It was now like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we went there.
And you went there, you were nude, and he handed you a washcloth.
No, that's not what happened. No. First of all, he put Georgiana and Paulette, my sister, my best friend, down, like 4 floors down. He put me 4 floors up, and I was washing my face, and he walked in, and I said, "Well, I need a towel, I need something," and he went, "Well, here." So I'm going, I was trying to cover it.
Yeah, you had to pick.
Right. And then I go really quick, it'll be like those flipper cards where you see a picture.
It's a strip show. Woo! All right, well, you know what? You're a delight. I want to thank you for being on the show all the times you have, because this is probably it, kiddo.
Yes.
I love you. Thank you very much. Living Proof is the CD. The studio audience is